What's my reflection seems like my face looks bruised. I don't know if it is like that, like if it's, the side effects of being in 100 degrees a few days ago. I'm gonna check it out later. Didn't notice until I hit I know my coloring looks a little bit different, but I didn't notice it until I hit recording this video. But anyways, I'm gonna go over a few examples. Like I said before, when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's not surprising to me. It's the same copy I've seen 100 times. Like I said, I don't like to bring this example up, but that's my new example. Usually, when I get my new example, I bring it up several times, and it is like the Superman movie. When the reviews are trying to hype this movie up, I said, guys, just wait. There's certain particular reviewers I'm waiting for that's going to expose this whole bullcrap about the Superman movie. And all I had to do was, and it came out exactly like I expected, like a pattern or a copy, a trend or something like, or I seen before, That's why I'm able to read people about the copy. Now I mentioned this guy in one of my videos when it came to talking about Superman. Where I said people can watch the same thing over and over again, and I don't know. It's just I guess they're fine with it or something. And my understanding to me, well, I've always said they're brain dead. They're dumb. And I use this guy I'm putting the title as an example. I've seen a couple of his videos, and he's like, "How dare you go to the gym?" And I was like, I can only hear that so much. There's just like too much. I can never, I don't know how, like my mind couldn't accept being the KKK because I could not be hearing about the Jews, or watching hate chants talking about the liberal or hearing the word woke. I can't hear the same sentence or word over and over again. It's just, no, 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 I just can't. So and here we go. No, 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 makes my brain go crazy. Saying, hearing the same word over and over again. So this is the thing, a couple examples. There's more examples, but one is just flopped through my head. Maybe I'll remember it as we go because it's not all that important. But this video is not all that important. But that's why I said I brought him up. Of saying like when I was talking about how people can see a whole bunch of Disney Marvel movies and be excited for the Superman movie that looks like another Disney kid Marvel movie, but it turned out to be worse than that. But that's how dead they are. They can just see a copy 100 times and still enjoy themselves and not get any get. That's why they're single and stuff. So one thing I do want to say, I did want to start this video is like these people that I'm bringing up, are they all single, like not married? Like, are they all not married? I don't watch them, but my mind I will go crazy just being in the same house with them over how dumb they are. But the first guy is the title. I said just I couldn't stand watching this video. And the next guy, he's another, I guess, bodybuilder guy. And he talks about that nannies or something. I never really watched him because his voice is annoying. But what I said, I'm completely done with this dude. I know he talks about The Rock a lot. The Rock's a nanny. The Rock's a nanny. It's like just stop, dude. How many times have I ran into one your videos of you doing that? Just flipping the shorts or something. Just move on, dude. All on The Rock's nuts and crap. And I ran into a video of him talking about black people. Talking about he was responding to people criticize him over his anything about a certain particular person. I don't know who it was, but his main focus was responding to these genetics of black people. And the way he was talking about it, I was just like, you gotta have some kind of a hate in you about blacks to even get into this subject. Because I get dumb comments on my channel all the time, but it's just not something that I will reply to something. Like certain things are just not even replyable to. And he felt like this was something that needed to be taken serious and talked about and had to do about black people and their genetics. And I'm like, it was just, I don't remember what it was, but it was just, I didn't finish the video. I was just thinking, no, this dude, you expose yourself being racist. That's another thing about this video that I'm going to play where, I talked about this before, where I can talk to someone for a few seconds and know they voted for Trump. It's just the fact of the lack of caring about anyone but except themselves. And that's really mostly like it, or just being cold-hearted about things. Not caring, not have no understanding. You're just like just brain dead. But another person that like I would bring up, because I want to say this real quick, is the guy called Tyrone or Tyrese. The guy, I guess he goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And they said, I've seen videos that says, man, he used to start out being a cool movie reviewer, and then he started talking about this, whoa, 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 what's up? This is the thing. All these people, I knew from the start to stop watching them. Let's say the Hood Twins. I don't know their names. I guess it's all called some conservative twins now or something. I stopped watching them from the first 3 videos because I knew that they were dumb. And it's kind of weird. Like, there are videos out there. I'm not gonna search for it talking about. I guess it's hate towards this guy, and talking about and the title. I'm talking about the title guy, and saying that, man, he used to be cool, but then he went to this kind of talk, and I'm like, this guy was always been an idiot. That's my point. Is why I want to start at the beginning. Is people, you cannot decide if someone's intelligent. Repeating and doing the same video over and over again says, man, this is unacceptable in the gym. And it's having that same attitude. It's just like, how can you not want to blow your brains out and listen to someone like this? I've been seeing so many big viewed YouTubers, and I'm like, but how? What is the point of this? Like, it's just like, I don't know that one guy, he starts with P, Pie something. This dude sounds dumb as shit. And this dude makes $7 million, $7 million on every video. He can be talking about, and you can see some of his titles, he can talk about scooping poop out of the toilet, and he will make 7 million views. It makes literally no sense to me. Literally no sense. But the point is, I have not been watching this dude. No one asked me to do a spots about this. I'm just saying that these are people that I was never expecting them to be smart. I immediately could tell that they were dumb from a couple of clips of videos I've seen before. It's just, and the thing is, like I said, this is the thing, man. To be able to read people, you gotta understand people are stupid beyond belief. Let's talk about the Trump era or thing is. The people who, it almost seems like the people who voted Trump, it was all about Jeff Epstein, whatever his name is. That was the whole point. Not to lower prices, not to help with or do any good in this world. It was all about the Jeff Epstein, whatever his name is. So what I'm hearing is like, this whole thing about being upset. Like, I voted you mostly because of the Jeff Epstein. I've seen some videos of known people on YouTube saying that. Clips of it of Stephen Colbert or somebody or Daily Show. I'm sure clips of them saying that. I was thinking, that was your reason? Not to lower prices? No. I knew it was mostly hate, but I'm like, to even say that was your big reason? It's just, it makes you think that is the ones that voted for, Trump. That kind of mindset. And nor every other sign that this person is an idiot. Because I really do expect this guy in the title to be definitely single. But this is the thing. I'm going to try to hit pause on this guy's video and, maybe say something about it. But it's just, it's not shocking. None of this for me is shocking the way this dude is talking. It's not, it just seems like so it is with him. It has to be the money because I just couldn't imagine being in like any person that I know will want to be in a relationship with someone like this. So hold on, here we go.
Joey Swoll is being counted for defending Hulk Hogan.
What did he do?
Take a look.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things.
So that destroys everything that you have said in your videos then about someone makes a mistake in the gym doesn't mean they haven't done good things. So stop complaining about them. Stop trying to go out there and hope they get kicked out of the gym. And then do videos like, yeah, this person, got kicked out of the gym. Imagine someone of color going in the gym saying, and he, and says, man, I don't want my daughter dating anyone white. He was like, man, they need to be banned from the gym. Something is, so what is worse? Getting mad because someone walks in the way when you're working out, or someone saying something about someone with skin color. It's just it's just like that ruins his whole argument of what upsets him. I'm saying I don't watch him, but right there, he exposed himself. Let's keep going.
Hitler. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years
Don't know
ago
what
and
he did.
apologized for it.
He called black people hard yards and was angry at his daughter for dating one, and said only rich ones are acceptable because the money makes up for it.
And apologized for
He
it.
said he would never want to be reincarnated into a black family because that would be his karma for what he's done and said to them.
And apologized for it.
He also prevented other workers from unionizing so we could make all the money as the face.
I recently heard about that. The Unites. I actually didn't know what Unites was when I first heard about the wrestler talking about it, and I was thinking, yeah, I mean that feels like Hulk Hogan. He's like a Trump. He doesn't care about anyone. So I mean that is kind of like, damn, that's just like it feels bad to know that when I heard about that United thing and that just how just in this world the bad guys can win, as in not because of the race thing he's saying, but knowing someone with that mindset go around tattletales like I'm trying and to make himself money. I said people, majority of billionaires that I know, or I think pretty much any billionaire has became a billionaire by stabbing people in the back. If you don't understand that, what's his name? Elon Musk. He hasn't done anything. It was someone else's project that he stole from them, same as the Facebook guy, and stabbed him in the back and took it all. They're not intelligent. That's what I was sitting there always wondering, like, why is this this guy a billionaire when he sounds so dumb? This Elon Musk. He like I was saying, so he doesn't sound like he's someone that makes cars or knows anything about cars or spaceships. He doesn't sound like an engineer. Cause I always thought like he started something, and started building things, building his own plane or something. But no, this guy stole this guy's thing and then took over the company and it became big. Same as the billionaire for what's that clothesline store, Victoria's Secret. Yeah, he gave someone $1 million for his thing and then became a $1 billion company. But I'm saying this, it's just like, stabbing people in the back. So one more, I thought this was interesting. A person was digging the ground to build their house, and they found dinosaur bones which belonged to them. And the person gave them $100,000, but they didn't know that the dinosaur bones or T-Rex cost it was worth $1 million, and they were like, "We got scammed," but whatever. I mean, what would you have done with the bones, anyways? But I'm sorry to get into that. Let's go.
And when his son paralyzed the guy, he said,
"Oh yeah." But people, I want to get into the other thing about Hulk Hogan. It's this is like a science too about Hulk Hogan. I was always the Ultimate Warrior fan. I don't know if he died of cancer, not cancer. I always thought I heard he died of was it steroids? I don't remember what I thought how he died, or a heart attack. I don't know how he died. Steroids probably, but I don't know, or AIDS, but I think that was the big guy that I forgot his name, Andre the Giant. But anyways, yeah. One thing is I understand the internet's different, where they'll cheer on things. And I know they're mocking his wife for crying doing some video. I thought it was weird, but if someone's upset, and like I said, I'm more understanding, and they just, it's hard to, you think you're gonna do a video all calm, and I've done videos like that. I think talk about certain things, the tears start coming out my eyes. I deleted that video. I wasn't crying, it was just tears coming out my eyes while I was talking, and that has happened more than once. Just going over stress. You're not expecting it to happen, but once you start talking about it, once you hit that record, and you just don't want to stop. You want people to understand this is not bullshit and blah, blah, blah. So I just kept going, but I said, no, I'm deleting this because I wasn't expecting tears to keep coming down my eyes while I started talking about this. But there's people trying to mock her. And this is the thing. This is how a normal person would think. A normal man would think. One, if you have your wife acting like that, your ex-wife acting like that, especially someone that you cheat on and stuff on the internet, you'll be in the first plane to see her to make sure she's doing okay. I won't give a shit. That was a real man. On the first plane. I know he's not that kind of person, but I'm saying that is the point. He is not that kind of person. He doesn't care about anyone. He was abusive to her. Because the one thing is the several things of, his son looked up to him. And his son's doing all kinds of crazy shit. His son's an F up. His son puts on in the hospital, all this. His son is a straight up F up. I did watch the show, but I never once did like Hulk Hogan out of all of it. It's kind of like making a band. I knew I'd never like P. Diddy The second he made those people walk and get this cheesecake. And then he tried to do on make it a band 2 or something. He tried to explain the cheesecake thing. It's like, you sound even more stupid. I want to explain, certain things if I was a celebrity. There's a certain like celebrities I was just already knew not to be around. There's always big, warnings. That guy right there, this guy has shown no way of showing any intelligence. If you don't understand, I'm pretty sure you know. That's why I'm not explaining this. I don't know what the name of this guy's channel or either one of their channels' names. I'm just going to copy and paste. But he's a guy that I watch, and he's just, responding to him playing dumb. Like, I don't know what he did 20 years ago. I don't understand anything. I don't remember. It's kind of like, it's exactly what Trump does. You have to pay attention. He doesn't remember. I don't know. Jeff Ashley, I don't know. Something weird. I don't know this person. He's just plain dumb, but you're like, well, let's keep going. But yeah, but the thing is, it's a combination of Hulk Hogan's son being an F up, his daughter, I don't know what the hell's going on with her, I don't know, and the wife, it means, so there's someone in the family screwed up, and I'm pretty sure it's Hulk Hogan, because of the combination of things, of, being in some, what do you call it, swinger kind of thing, of watch some other guy watch while you bang your wife. I just couldn't do that, people. I just couldn't. I'm like, no, dude, you gotta get the hell out of here. But people are different. Some people get into porn or they pee in the other girl's mouth. I don't know. It's weird shit, but whatever.
God punished the guy who got paralyzed.
If you're gonna attack me, you better go after.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Unionizing so we could make all the money as the face.
Apologize for it.
And when his son paralyzed the guy, he said God punished the guy who got paralyzed.
If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and.
And right there, it's just all needs to be said right there. And it's like one of those things. It's like one more is I don't know, that Jake Paul or something, where an interviewer asked Jake Paul, why can't they have man being the ringers or something. Now, someone that gets into that UFC wrestling, they're the wrong people to ask. A normal person would be like me as their person. I would just answer the question and be like, I always thought, if they're doing a female, UFC, they should be like a male, like just, for, to get, more views from the ladies and stuff. But it wouldn't really work for me, because when I'm about to box, it would just take me out. If I'm seeing the guy's dingling, shaking in his pants, it would take all seriousness away from me to get in that ring. So I need to be pumped up by seeing hot girls, same way going to the gym. Hot girl walk past me, I'm pumped up, I'm ready. I seen some videos, some guys like, he's like can't lift, and he sees a hot girl, and he's like pumping up, but I'm just saying that'd be just straight up just trying being. But he's like, this is what Jake Paul says. And once you go and ask, who's the girl who ran for president? who was versus Trump? I forgot her name. Kamala? Yeah, Harrison. Like, why don't you go watch Kamala Harrison? That's the amount of the Trump supporters. They just all think the same. They can't answer questions. I could even answer that question better than that, but I'm saying that's how a normal person can respond. They don't play dumb. That's why I talked to my little one about, if I say, what's your favorite color pee-pee? He goes, I said, no, respond to it. Learn how to respond to any question. That is what you need to do. Learn how to respond to anything. And he's getting better at it. And he goes blue. You can say whatever you want, but learn how to respond. Don't make sounds. Learn how to respond. Let's keep going. But yeah, that thing, I know he's probably a big muscular guy, but I think I would have to slap the shit out of him. This is the second, it's just weird how people get into straight up to black people. It's like, that's all straight KKK. When you're just talking about something, and then somebody says, black people, it's like, that'd be like, I gotta go. That's why I said, double toasted. I said, people, I could not, that's why I couldn't do live videos with people and talk about movies, because I was thinking, I never want to see myself in a situation where I keep seeing on YouTube, when double toasted, they're talking about Turn Dark Fate. He says, this looks like some Mexican TV show. I would have got up, punch him in the face for inviting me to be on their show, and told him to delete all the footage with me in it. I don't want no association with people that's freaking dumb as you. No association. That's what I said. I always want to get on YouTube and talk about movies or people, but I just kept seeing dumber and dumber people, and I figured, and I can't remember. There were so many examples where I said, yeah, people, that'd be it. I'll be like, click, shut my laptop if I do live videos or so on, and it's just like, there's no responding to it. Just let them be what they are. So, yeah, but this is worse. This is why what they're talking about. I don't know who's talking about. This is the only video I see, and this will make this just like, oh, I'm done. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is like that read like the other that body fitness. Where I said he's ready to start talking about black people in a certain way. I'm like, what? Like, what was so important? Because you saw a comment about black people's DNA or whatever, genes or something. And you had to take it like to there.
And posted him as well.
Deflection, one-on-one, zero accountability. Look what everybody else is doing except for me. Also, the use of color is insane.
Okay,
yes,
the man
insane.
was nice to me. He made a mistake.
He's extremely racist, but he was nice to me, so I accept all of his behaviors and shun anybody who he was horrible to and made feel horrible.
I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not
Everyone's
one
racist.
single person in here that hasn't made a mistake.
That is the most skinhead comment I have ever heard in my life.
If you got a problem with that, then just leave and you'll be blocked.
If you don't side with racists or support them, leave or I'm going to block you because I side with them and I support them.
Period.
That was pretty bad, but people are saying I know who he voted for.
Oh, we all know who he voted for.
You can't know off of one video.
We all know!
Okay, anyways, let me cancel all this and get, so I don't start playing while I'm talking. So one thing is I'll say I use the blocking thing. But the reason why I use the blocking thing is I've been on YouTube long enough, I said over 13 years. And when I get a dumb comment, and because I used to start out YouTube, and what his is, you don't agree with a racist then or something. Yeah, that's different. But mine is, I try to, connect with people who disagree, and I love when people try to disagree with me to try to prove me wrong. But when I did that, that's when I got the, even though like I knew that they made literally no sense, when I realized when they make literally no sense, no, there's something wrong. Because that was with 13 years, every single time, it was getting exhausting. Every time I try to respond back to someone with a big response, and they gave me one back, I'm like, what the F are you talking about? You don't even match my tone. I'm giving facts. And your whole video is like, I don't know what's going on, what's happening. I don't understand. Like, plain dumped the whole thing and said, this guy's such a loser, looking at him. And the thing is, and as you look at the person that's saying it, and then also in separate videos talking about killing himself, talking about how no one wants to be around them, that's when I said, no, I'm getting too old, people. I do not have time for games. That's why I block. So I'm going to say, so just in case someone wonders, like, well, I say that line. Like, no, I'm done. You play dumb with me, I'm done. Because when you hit like I said, when your common sense is up, and your logic is all good, or most of your common sense is up, you never feel like playing dumb. You realize how dumb it makes you feel stupid to play dumb. I don't ever play dumb, ever. It's just like it's just there's no point of lying when your common sense is up. You feel like there's no point of playing dumb. And what I've seen is when a comment has me like confused, I block them. It's just because of the outcome within that feels like the 100%. I like sometimes say 99% because I always feel like it's wrong to say all or 90 or 100%. But it feels that way. It was always a deranged dude that was literally not there, that need some kind of deranged help. I got to go, but that's my reason for blocking. It's just I don't have time for the bullshit anymore. But yeah, so anyways, I got to go. But yeah, it's just like he was a person that I never watched. But that whole skin color thing, that was just like, wow. And you upload that. Like, if you can't figure out how that skin color thing was just off the wall, then you should never be watching my channel, and good luck in life. All right, peace.